Hey guys, welcome to Shine. Okay, guys, as I was saying there, welcome to Shine. So what are you doing? I'm just trying to introduce this. Sorry. Okay, as we're trying to say, welcome to Shine. Sorry. Are you going to do this every time I say shine? Really?
Shine bright like a diamond.
Come on. Seriously?
Steve, I'll take it seriously.
Are you ready to shine?
This little light of mine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna put it on a stand. I won't give up the fight. I'm gonna stand for courage. I won't be discouraged. Gonna stand in the truth, and that the truth is knowledge. That I am blessed and blessed and blessed to have a love like this, like this, like this. Yes, I am a son of the King. I know that I'm accepted. Have a destiny, and I won't be rejected. I know I want you to feel it. That is why I say this. I'll let it out, spit these bars, making God famous. So I'ma let it shine. This little light of mine.
And Shine is all about getting schools across this country motivated in prayer and outreach.
We think it's really exciting that so many schools have signed up to do outreach and prayer at exactly the same time. We understand that the dates don't suit everyone, and so we want there to be flexibility, but we think there's just something really special that everyone's getting involved at the same time.
Now, how does Shine work? We have 2 weeks of preparation, a third week where each school can focus on prayer, and the last week is the outreach week that we want you guys to organise and get involved in.
So we understand that that's only 4 weeks, and mission isn't just about a set period during the year, but actually as Christians it should be part of the lifestyle that we have.
So this video is all about focusing on outreach, and hopefully you guys can learn and be inspired through what you see.
And why not check out our Facebook at facebook.com/shineinschools, or if you have any questions or queries, just email us at shineinschools@gmail.com.
Hi, I'm Becky. And I'm Alison. And we work for Logos Ministries International, LMI. And whenever we first heard about Shine, we were so excited and wanted to get involved, and we are passionate for a number of reasons.
We love to see young people engage in prayer, reach out to their friends, and living sold out lives for Jesus.
And we are really looking forward to Shine.
This year, as part of Shine, we're encouraging each school to get involved in the BAFTAs. That stands for Bring a Friend to an SU. The idea is that you go out and bring one of your friends along to what you're doing week in, week out in SU, but design a program specifically for reaching them with the gospel. So that's the BAFTAs. Bring a friend to an SU. What are you doing?
BAFTAs?
I'm ready for the BAFTAs. Did you not read the email? BAFTAs, bring a friend to an SU. This is awkward. Anyway, we're going to look at a couple of Bible stories that encourage us to go out and reach our friends with the gospel. And then we're going to look at some practical tips of what you guys can do in your SU for when you invite your friends along. So let's have a look.
I absolutely love rugby, and this year I got to meet a legend of the sport. I got to meet Brian O'Driscoll. He's a legend for his club, for his country, even for the Lions this summer. He's an incredible person. And whenever I got to meet him, no one had to say to me, go and tell about this guy. I mean, I was on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. I told as many people as I could that I'd met this man. In John chapter 20, verses 11 to 18, we read of when Mary goes to Jesus' grave, to Jesus' tomb. This is recently after Jesus has died. And whenever she gets there, actually Jesus' body isn't there. And she's shocked, she doesn't know where he is. And she sees who she thinks is a gardener. But whenever she hears the gardener say her name, she realizes that it's Jesus. And Jesus says, go and tell the disciples what you've seen. Go and tell the disciples that I'm going to ascend to be with my Father, with your Father, with my God, with your God. He tells her, go and tell. Go and tell. And Mary, in the end of the story, goes and says, I have seen Jesus. I have seen the Lord. The challenge for us is that we should go and tell people about Jesus. Not just stay within the four walls of our SU, even the four walls of our school, but get out there. Go and tell people about this incredible God-man, Jesus Christ.
Snooker's one of my favourite sports. I love to come down to my mum and dad's house and have a game of snooker. And I know Phil was showing you a sports person he managed to meet, and I want to show you a photograph now of the time I had the chance to meet the world snooker champion Ronnie O'Sullivan. And it was so exciting for me. I said I love the game of snooker. I remember the night actually my mum called me up. She says, you got to come and see this. She'd just got the full-size snooker table put in. I was so excited. I cancelled all my plans and rushed down just because I had to come and see the table and have a game on it. And you know, it reminds me of a story in the New Testament, John chapter 1, when Jesus is talking to a guy called Philip. And he asks Philip to come and follow him, and he does. But Philip also goes to a guy, Nathaniel, and says, Nathaniel, come on and follow this guy. And Nathaniel's like, well, you know, who is it? And Philip's like, well, this is the Christ, this is the one we've been waiting for. And Nathaniel, he asks the question, well, can anything good come out of Nazareth? And Philip's reply is, come and see. Come and see for yourself. And just as I came down, so eager to see the table here at my mum's house, so Nathaniel went to see for himself and to meet Jesus. And for you guys, we've encouraged you to go and tell others about Jesus. But not only that, get them to come and see. Come along to the SU. See for themselves that there's more to this life. That Jesus is more. That he is offering them life to the full. And so the challenge for you is to get them and come and see Jesus.
So as I've already explained, Shine is about the BAFTAs, bring a friend to an SU, and that's why we're here in this hall.
So what we're going to do is we're going to set this hall up like an SU. We're going to show you some of the do's and the don'ts, some practical tips of what you can do in your SU for people arriving in. Now you'll see this SU here has their first problem. As they stopped and looked around, they realised, do you know what? They hadn't actually invited anybody. Kind of defeats the point of bring a friend to SU. So there's our first lesson. Make sure you invite people. Let's try that again. Here we go. Now, you'll see that someone new has arrived at the SU, which is absolutely fantastic. But the problem is that all the guys at the back, they all know each other. They're chatting to each other. No one has even said hello to her. No one has made her feel welcome. This is their first mistake. Now, you'll see that it's really formal here. Everybody's in straight lines, really organised. Phil, he's behind his pulpit here. Too formal, okay? There was no atmosphere at all created in the room. Everybody's just sitting, chatting, and then Phil straight in, ready to go. He could definitely do a better job of making sure he's prepared before the SU actually starts.
Okay guys, welcome. I think we have about 20 minutes. We'll begin. Let's begin a game. Let's start with a game. Hang on, got a good game. What about, let's try and stand on each other's shoulders. Yeah.
Now, I'll stop them there before somebody really gets hurt. But you can see that Phil is completely disorganised, okay? He's put no planning in, no preparation, doesn't even know how long he has for the SU, never mind, doesn't even know what game he's going to run.
I think now in our programme, Dee, don't you have something to share?
No. No.
Does anybody want to share anything or no? Okay, I watched a program last night and I read a verse. I'll share.
Now you'll see that not only is Phil not planned his introduction or the game, but he hasn't organised at all. He thought they had something, he doesn't. Now he's just about to make something up on the spot. This is obviously not good practice. We need to make sure that we're organised and prepared for everything that we're doing. And wait for it, still, nobody said hello here.
And that's my thoughts. Alright?
Is that finished? Can we go now?
Now you see that Phil has kind of just closed the book and walked off. He hasn't given any announcements. He hasn't told anybody what's happening. Nobody knows what is going on. And still, nobody said hello. Surely there's a better way. We're going to retake this and try to do this SU a lot better. Now, you'll see that the setup is completely different now. They've brought in little coffee tables, they have food, biscuits, crisps, drinks on the tables, a projector and music playing. It's all about the atmosphere that we create. Somewhere that's more friendly for people to come in, more inviting. This takes a little bit more preparation, but it's worth it. Now let's see what happens when somebody comes in. Now, you'll see it's completely different this time around. Someone's actually brought their friend, which is the way to do it. Just don't expect people to come by themselves. Bring them along, okay? When they came through the door, Phil, the leader, was straight up, introduced himself, saying hello, making them feel welcome, showing them where they can sit down. And immediately when they sat down, the rest of the guys were saying, "Hi, good to see you," making them feel ultra welcome. That is key. Before you even start your program, make them feel welcome.
Okay, welcome guys to the SU. Thank you so much for coming along. Thank you to the new guys who came, and we want to kind of integrate you and make you feel part of this group. And so we want to play a game to start off with, and it's going to be rock, paper, scissors. What we want you to do is to find someone that you haven't met before and play rock, paper, scissors. If you win, you stay standing. If you lose, you have to take a seat. So let's start now. Go for it.
Now, you'll see that Phil is a lot more organised. He's given a good introduction and straight into the game. And the game's good. It's dead simple, but it gets people mixing and chatting. An opportunity to meet one another, and especially meet new people that are along for the first time.
We're going to have Rick up now to lead us in a game.
Right, Joe, we have two volunteers, so Dee and Lindsay come out of the front. We're going to have a relay game, so you have to blow up the balloon, you have to put on the pump, and once you've done that, put the balloon down the back, burst the balloon and pass it on.
Now, you'll see that this is great because Phil has got other people involved. Rick's up the front doing some games. He's got a few volunteers to come and take part. And it doesn't matter what kind of crazy game you're up to, whether it involves balloons and large pair of wide fronts. Just have a laugh, have some fun, and get people involved in having a good time in your SU.
Okay guys, thank you very much for coming along today, and a special thank you to the guys who got interviewed, to our special guest and to our speaker. And to finish off today, we're just going to close with a short video.
Now you'll see that Phil has been a lot more organised. The programme is a lot more slick. And they have good items in there. Not only the games at the start, they've done an interview with a special guest they've invited along, they've had a guest speaker. Now they're going to finish up with a video. And there's good variety in there, and it's well organised. So I encourage you, be creative in what you plan, come up with good ideas, think outside the box, and put in the work to pull together a great programme for your SU.
I hope you enjoyed yourself today guys, thanks so much for coming along. Come back next week, we'll be holding it in the same place at the same time. We have a bit of time left, so introduce yourself to someone else new, have some juice, have some biscuits, and we'll be listening to some music just before the bell goes. So thanks for coming.
So you'll see that Phil has finished this SU a lot better than the first one. He's given announcements about what's happening next week, and he's allowed time for people to sit and to chat and just enjoy them rather than have to rush off or nobody knows what's happening. So there's a lot of ideas here for you to think about for your SU. Maybe you want to implement some of them, but make it a friendly place, a place where people feel welcome and at home and can enjoy their time learning more about God. So I've been thinking about bringing a friend to SU, and you might be thinking, well, just one friend, what difference would that make? Well, we're here at this lovely beach, and it reminds me of a very famous story about this beach that was covered in starfish, and a young girl was walking along the beach, and she would bend down, lift up a starfish, throw it back into the ocean. She continued to do this for a while, and a bit of a crowd gathered and they laughed a little bit, until a man eventually came up to the young girl and said, "What are you doing? The beach is covered in starfish. Why are you even bothering throwing one or two back in?" And she thought about it for a moment. She bent down and picked up another starfish and threw it back into the ocean. And she said, well, it made a difference to that one. And you see, for you guys, as you bring one friend along, try to reach one friend for Jesus. Pray for one friend. People might think, well, what difference will it make? Well, let me tell you, it makes a difference to that one. So go and reach that one person for Jesus.
Yeah, this little life